Welcome to a channel that's dedicated to helping you discover the truth of who you are. What if I told you that most of your suffering isn't coming from your circumstances? It's coming from your thoughts about your circumstances. And what if there was a way to find freedom from that suffering right where you are with what you have today? Hi, I'm Sherold, and that's exactly what we're going to explore together. I'm a master life coach, writer, and consciousness explorer who has spent decades studying one fundamental question. How do we stop suffering from our thoughts and beliefs? My passion, my life's work is helping people discover the freedom that's already available to them, not someday when everything is perfect. Not when they've fixed all their problems, but right now, in this moment, exactly as they are. Here's what I've learned from my own journey and working with hundreds of people. True freedom doesn't come from changing your external world. It comes from changing the relationship to whatever is happening in your world. On this channel, we're going to dive deep into the tools and insights that transform your experience of life. We're going to explore consciousness, how becoming aware of your unconscious patterns gives you the power to choose differently. We're going to talk about spirituality, not as dogma or rules, but as the recognition of who you truly are beneath all your conditioning. We're going to examine beliefs, those inherited stories that run your life until you question whether they're actually true. And we'll practice surrender and acceptance. And that's not giving up, but is the most radical form of personal power. Each video is an invitation to see your life with fresh eyes and discover the freedom you've been seeking has been available all along. This isn't theoretical for me. I've walked this path of awakening personally. I've spent years in Jungian analysis. I spent 700 hours training as a facilitator in Byron Katie's inquiry work, studied consciousness, trauma healing, and continue to do my inner work every single day. At my age, I'm a continuous learner. I'm in my wisdom years. I'm still discovering new layers of conditioning to question, new places where I can choose love over fear and acceptance over resistance. And that's the beauty of this work. It's not about reaching some perfect state where you never suffer. It's about developing the skills to move through the suffering with grace, to find peace in the middle of chaos, and to remember your essential freedom no matter what is happening around you. What makes this different? There's a lot of channels out there that promise quick fixes and easy answers, and that's not what you'll find here. What you'll find here is practical wisdom, tools you can use immediately to shift your relationship to stress, anxiety, anger, and fear. You'll discover how to identify the thoughts and beliefs that create your suffering, and more importantly, how to question whether those thoughts are actually true. This is inner work, and this creates our outer freedom. It's consciousness work disguised as practical life skills. So, if you're ready to stop being a victim of your own thoughts, if you're curious about what becomes possible when you question your limiting beliefs, and if you want to learn how to find peace and freedom right in the middle of your beautifully imperfect life, then hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because every month I'm sharing my insights, tools, practices that can help you remember who you truly are beneath all your conditioning. We're going to explore what it means to live from consciousness rather than unconscious reaction. And most importantly, we're going to discover together that the freedom you've been seeking isn't somewhere out there. It's right here, right now, available to you in this very moment. Your suffering is not permanent. Your limitations, they're not fixed. And your freedom is not dependent on your circumstances changing. And that freedom is your birthright. and I'm so glad you're here. Let's begin this journey of awakening together. Subscribe for weekly videos on consciousness, spirituality, and freedom from suffering. And if you want to find me on Substack, go to my website at sheroldbarr.com. I hope to see you there.